What if Coco Gauff asked tennis dads to do something completely unexpected, even if Carlos Alcaraz was playing? That's the surprising angle behind a Father's Day message that brought together tennis, family, and the sacrifices parents make behind the scenes. For Coco, tennis success has never been a solo journey. Her parents, especially her father Corey, played a huge role in helping her reach the highest level of the sport. And her message is a reminder that behind every young tennis player, there can be a parent making sacrifices that fans never see. So what exactly was Coco's message? And why did it resonate so strongly with tennis fans? Let's get into it. Coco Gauff and the power of family. Coco Gauff's story has always been closely connected to her family. Her father Corey helped guide her tennis development from an early age, while her mother Candy has also been a major source of support. But as Coco's career developed, the family dynamic changed. Gauff has spoken openly about her father stepping back from being her primary coach and allowing her to take greater control of her career. That transition was important. Instead of simply being the person giving instructions from the sidelines, Corey could increasingly focus on being Coco's father. And that distinction matters. Coco has repeatedly emphasized how much her parents have sacrificed for her journey. The Father's Day message. Father's Day gives athletes a chance to recognize the people who helped them long before the trophies, headlines, and packed stadiums. For Coco, that message naturally connects to her own experience. Her relationship with her father is a perfect example of how complicated the journey of a young athlete can be. A tennis dad isn't just someone sitting in the stands. Sometimes they are driving to practice, helping with training, making sacrifices, dealing with difficult losses, and supporting their child through moments of doubt. And sometimes the most important thing they can do is simply be there. Coco's own comments about her parents show how much she values that support. After her French Open success in 2025, she spoke about how much her parents had sacrificed and how meaningful it was to experience major achievements with them. Why the Alcaraz reference stands out. The mention of Carlos Alcaraz adds an interesting twist. Alcaraz himself has a famously close relationship with his father and family. So when fans hear a message involving Alcaraz and tennis dads, it naturally creates a connection between two of the sport's biggest young stars. But the bigger story isn't about one player versus another. It's about the people behind the players. Tennis is often presented as an individual sport. One player walks onto the court. One player wins. One player lifts the trophy. But behind that player can be an entire support system. Parents can be part of that foundation from the very beginning. Coco's own experience with her dad. Coco's relationship with Corey has also evolved over the years. She has previously explained that she wanted her father to take a step back, and he respected that decision. In 2025, Gauff explained that her father had stepped back from his coaching role and that the change ultimately worked well for both of them. That is a powerful lesson for sports parents. Supporting a young athlete doesn't always mean giving more instructions. Sometimes it means knowing when to step forward and when to step back. And that balance can be extremely difficult. The bigger message for tennis parents. Coco's story sends a message that goes far beyond professional tennis. Parents don't need to create the dream for their children. They can help their children discover their own dream. Gauff has previously described the difference between her father and the stereotypical tennis parent. She has said that the dream was hers, while her father focused on helping her achieve it. That may be one of the most important parts of her story. The goal isn't simply to produce a champion. The goal is to support a young person while they pursue something they genuinely love. Why Father's Day makes this story special. Father's Day isn't really about trophies. It's about appreciation. And Coco's journey gives tennis fans a chance to look beyond the player we see on television. Every time Coco walks onto a major court, fans see the superstar. But her family remembers the much earlier stages, the practices, the travel, the setbacks, and the years of development. Corey has been part of that journey from the beginning. And that's why a simple Father's Day message can carry so much meaning. Coco Gauff's message is ultimately bigger than tennis. It's about the people who believe in athletes before the rest of the world knows their names. It's about parents who sacrifice time, energy, and comfort to support their children. And it's about understanding that sometimes the greatest support isn't telling someone what to do. It's giving them the confidence to find their own path. Coco's career is still being written, but one thing is already clear. Her journey has always been about more than just Coco. So, what do you think about Coco Gauff's Father's Day message? Do you think tennis dads should get more recognition for everything they do behind the scenes? And what do you think about the relationship between Coco and her father, Corey? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this story, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more Coco Gauff news, WTA updates, and the biggest stories from the world of tennis. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.